Hi there everyone, Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Thanks ever so much for joining me today for another really quick card today, and I'm going to show you how you can make lots of them really quite quickly if you want to send out some little greetings to those friends that you haven't seen for a little while. So very simple layout. It's going to be really super quick to make, and we're going to do 3 more in today's video. And the stamp set I am using is called Queen Anne's Lace. Now I'm going to hold my hands up and go, I didn't know what Queen Anne's Lace was in terms of the floral world, so I did Google it, and apparently it is the blooms of the wild carrot, or it's another name for the blooms of the wild carrot, and they are kind of like an off-white colour. So there you go. Every day is a school day, as they say. So this is what we're using. It's in a stamp set, and like I say, this is the card. Really simple to put together. Okay, so we're going to do these as quickly as we can, using some top tips. So I've already pre-cut and scored my card bases. You could of course use pre-bought, pre-scored and cards, so Stampin' Up carries some note cards, envelopes, which you could of course use, but I've already cut and scored those. So there's 3 of those. I've already cut down some slow saffron layers, which are 3 1/8 of an inch across by 4 7/8 of an inch high. I then have my stamping layers, which are 3 by 4 3/4, and then the real magic is going to be, I'm going to use my Stamparatus tool. Okay, so once you've planned out a card and you've got it all ready, it's so easy to then make additional cards with the same design. I'm just going to put my stamp case underneath that window there, just so that you can I can ink it up a little bit easier. Okay, got my magnets at the ready, and I've got a piece of washi tape there, just helping me to indicate where my little piece of cardstock is going to go. This magnet's going to go there, and this magnet's just going to catch on the edge here. So what I've already done is mounted all my stamps, and they're all on the single plate, and I've got one on this side of the door, and I've got my other 2 on the other side of the door. Okay, so we're going to stamp everything all together. My colours I've got are Pear Pizzazz. I really love Pear Pizzazz. It's a soft green for foliage. So saffron and grey granite. Those are the colours we're using. And we're going to ink the portions of the stamp with an ink dauber. Okay, so I'm going to do some light tapping, and I'm going to focus on where the stems are in the image. I'm not stressing a whole heap if they go over the bit where the in fact, I'm just going to lightly press on there, just going to give it a hint of a colour, but I'm going to concentrate the colour on the stem areas. Okay, put my dauber down and stamp that. The magnets will keep my cardstock in place. It hasn't come out entirely, but I want just sort of that sort of whimsical look to it all. Then I'm going to take that out, flip it around, and I'm going to use my So Saffron to ink up the flowers. To pale ink, and say they are naturally quite white, so I don't want a strong colour on those. I think if it's called Queen Anne's lace, I think we should probably. And then I'm using grey granite to ink my sentiment. I probably could go in. I just want to be a little careful that I'm not going to catch anything on the flowers, you see. And then we can bring this door across and add those. And there we have a coloured image with a sentiment. Sentiment needs another go, but it doesn't matter because I can do it again, just like that. Right, done. I'm not going to clean anything, I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to swap this out for my next piece. Paper scissors. Dump that down. Flip it over. Bit of saffron, not too much, and then grey granite. Now I'm being a bit brave by having lots of daubers on my fingers here. Okay, just a little more on the sentiment. There's two. Magnets are really strong, so they want to move about all over the place. Okay, so we could even, should we do it in reverse and see if that works as well? Okay. Someone has decided that they're going to rev their engine really loud. Oh, that didn't make contact. Right. There we are. Again, another beauty of the Stamparatus tool. If it doesn't work the first time, you can go back. So sorry, yeah, if you can hear an engine revving, that's somebody's decided it's the right time to mess about with their car. So we're done with grey granite and what's that called? So saffron. Let's just put those away while we can, and then there we go. Just a bit of. Now, it probably would have been even quicker if we'd have just gone with Stampin' things full strength ink, but I just didn't want that look. So if you were looking for an even quicker way of doing this, I would have just taken my ink pads to the stamps, but I just wanted that soft look. And I've now got 3 cards, or card toppers if you like, stamped, ready to go onto the card bases. Okay, right, shall we just to wipe this off, just so that, because I want to put it down and away to one side, but I don't want to have ink all over it in the process. So, Stamparatus tool, fan flipping tastic. And don't forget, I've only used one of the doors here. You could have put another two layers of stamps for the other sets or whatever. They could have been on this hinge as well, so you could have had 1, flip 2, and then 3, and then flip and 4. So lots of capability with the Stamparatus tool. Okay, so that's what I wanted to really get across today. So really easy now to get some adhesive on these boys, and I'm just going to lay them all over, turn them all over. Get some Stampin' Seal on those. And bring in our So Saffron layers. I do like to work, I don't know why I find it easier to layer these sideways. I just think because I can visualise all like the three sides, so I know it's straight. I think it's just easier for me anyway. Some people hold it in the air and they can do it like that. I can't. Not unless I'm using a wet glue or something. Try and avoid wet glue really. I'm not really. I like things to be quite instant. So again, we're going to come in with, what's this called? Stampin' Seal. Ooh. Try not to stick things together in the process. It shouldn't be stuck together, that is. Stampin' Seal is stronger than its predecessor. So really good adhesive. So, and then we bring in our card bases. So again, I like to have my card bases out flat, but you can't, oh yeah, you can see enough, I guess. So I have them out flat though, generally speaking. It's when it's trying to flip up in the air, I think it's harder to get it straight, so sorry, concentrating. I get quiet when I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that's one. Really like the using the dauber gives it a really soft look, which is what I was going for with this. The sample, I don't know whether you noticed, the sample I'd actually stamped the outline originally in the grey granite and I didn't like it, so I decided to introduce the as and then use the grey granite for the sentiment instead. Okay. Of course you could have added some ribbon to that before you stuck those down if you wanted to. Then the final thing to add are rhinestones. So again, this is very easy to do. Use the rule of threes and that will give you good placement every time. Ooh, if it'll stick where it's supposed to. Do them in exactly the same place on all of them if you don't want to, but by planning it ahead of time, you're not worrying about where things are going to go, and that can take up a lot of your creating time, especially if you want to be making a whole bunch of cards or party invites or something like that. Spend the time creating the design in the first place, and then the rest of it is easy really. So like I say, that was the original, and I just thought those grey stems I just didn't really like, but I went with it, and it's full strength thing as well. So I tried the Pear Pizzazz colour just to see whether the three would go together. So that was my original, but I think it looks really cute with the because stems are green, aren't they? Right? Let's be honest. So I really like that. So there we go. 15 minutes, 3 cards done with a bit of prep work. Fabulous. So that's what I wanted to show you today, and I hope you've really enjoyed that. As always, there'll be a blog post all linked in the description, which will contain every single product I've used. The stamp set will be linked, stamp set and Stamparatus, I'll have a direct link to my shop in the description, and there are also links, so in my blog post there'll be links to the shop, joining my team, that kind of thing. Thanks ever so much, everybody. Have a great day, and when am I going to see you next? I think it's Wednesday today, isn't it? So Friday. Okay, take care everybody, see you soon, bye.